One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Well, they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
To the air, Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down at a yard. Davis points up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift. Shifts by him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Looking to throw is Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Williams. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Throwing is Williams. To the left side into the hands of Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Open man is Connect, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 2nd and 9. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. And a loose football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and forward.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They run out of the gun with Swift. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is goes in. Touchdown, Chicago. Israel Abanikanda, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Addison will go in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bears' 38-yard line.
Let's go. Go, man. Cougar 19. 79 Bronco. Bronco 18. Go.
On play action, McCarthy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On play action, now McCarthy. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's McCarthy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We'll give now to Urbana Campbell.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 7.
Whiskey! What's up?
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Axel!
They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready to hold on.
From the gun, here's Campbell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Roma Dunze in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The drive begins with Mason. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
A gain of 30. First down, Minnesota.
19 Tiger.
On the give, it's Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That's to the right side, caught by Burden. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
What is up?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
What is up?
From the gun, here's Swift. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give to Davis Price up the middle here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run with Davis Price. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
What is it on?
Be ready.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
McCarthy off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jefferson to target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Well, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the stick.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they'll go again with the Bandicanda. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
What is on?
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
What is up?
They'll run the toss to Swift. And the ball is knocked out. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. He'll get this to about the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly, the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air with McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. The left sideline is complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Throwing is McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. McCarthy is set to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now McCarthy. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do that these timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it with the Banacanda. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked